Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sally Lemis. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. Early voting is all set to go. Also tonight, food stamp benefits are increased in the NMI. And the CK Youth Center gets a facelift. In sports, Saipan runners head to Guam, bringing back medals and more. Stay with us, we have these stories and more next.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month, plus a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
Helping local people, farmers, fishermen. This is what I need. This is what I care for. So if we can find a reason, a way, let's make it happen. We have a family here from Rhoda, Green Gold. And I've known this family for a long time. And they've always talked so much pride about going to the farm, spending time with the girls, spending time with your dad. And it brought me back growing up, being a farmer and a rancher and a fisherman. But the opportunity when I went to their farm to see a family together doing things that they love, the passion. All we're doing here with Boost program is to give you that opportunity, that little help for something for you, for your family to make your life better. At the same time, giving an opportunity for others, providing better services, provide better produce, and that's for all of us here in the Marianas. So guys, I'm Toto Marianas.
Brought to you by the Office of the Governor.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Half a day to the Wami and good evening, Commonwealth. It's Halloween today, marking the end of October and the beginning of the 2022 general election. Early voting will commence in just a couple of hours, and officials are ready. The Commonwealth Election Commission wraps up their final preparations at the Multipurpose Center in Susupi, where the 7-day early voting will take place. Executive Director Kayla Igito.
We've already set up the back room for our voters to vote in, setting up the tabletop booths, and we have our tables already for the check-in to issue out ballots and sign off on the rosters. We've already placed signs up on what precincts and what precincts you'll be entering from. And then we'll also have tables out here for our voters to check in, fill out their applications, and then they'll be sent in to receive their ballots.
The CEC has also sent out staff to Tinian and Rhoda for their early voting. A chartered ship will also be leaving in a few days for the 4 voters in Agrigan and 4 in Alamagan.
They plan to leave on the 5th, November 5th, if not, I think November 5th or the 6th, and they'll be back on the 8th. So the ship will go to Northern Island, but start from the farthest island and work its way back.
The 3 parties have already began setting up their stations across the multi-purpose center. Igato reminds the public to keep all campaigning away from the polling place.
We've set our markers on where they're not allowed to, campaign. And then I just want to remind voters and supporters and not to come into the polling place with any campaign materials, because you'll be asked to take it off or, turn your shirt inside out. It depends, whatever you're wearing, a hat or a mask, a button. You need to remove those all before coming into the polling place.
As for voters, Igato encourages them to double check their ballots before dropping them into the box.
I just want to tell the voters to go ahead and check their ballots, make sure you get the correct ballot, shade in all the ovals, depending on the candidate that you want to vote for. And then before proceeding to the ballot box to drop in your cast ballot, just be sure that you marked everything correctly and, drop it into the cast ballot box and make your way out.
Early voting will begin at 8:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. at the Multipurpose Center in Susupi. The Sinamay Nutrition Assistance Program announces the cost of living adjustments for this fiscal year. Maximum allotments, income eligibility standards, and resources limit have been increased, effective on November 1 for Saipan, Tinian, Rhoda, and the Northern Islands. A 4-member family from Saipan will see a $150 increase, and on Tinian, a $163 increase. Rhoda and Northern Islands 4-member family will also see a $187 increase. The Office of Veteran Affairs brings in a new executive officer. Here's Milan Goodwin with more.
I have so many visions, and I just came on board, and I'm eager to hopefully materialize those things.
Marie Salas Egatol takes on the position as Executive Officer at the Veterans Affairs Office and is honored to serve our veterans.
I'm in it for the veterans, those serving actively, and their families.
This Veterans Day, November 11th at 11 a.m., the Veterans Affairs Office will be holding a ceremony to honor our veterans.
It's actually a day to honor all who served in the U.S. Armed Forces around the world, and especially our men and women from the Sinamay. So the ceremony will be held at the American Memorial Park Court of Honors, and having said that, the Office of Veterans Affairs, along with our veterans, would very much appreciate the presence of our community, the private sector, and our government leaders to come join us and honor those who served.
Milan Goodwin, Channel 2.
The Manhoban Center down in Chalankanoa is reopened to the community. Let's take a look. Chalankanoa kids and government officials attended the blessing ceremony for the reopening of the Chalankanoa Youth Center on Thursday. According to Youth Affairs Special Assistant Ali Ogu, the center has been shut down since Super Typhoon Yutu.
With all the damages and everything, we've been getting a lot of requests to reopen it. So thanks to Governor Torres and some of community leaders and the Youth Affairs Office, we were able to push forward with plans, renovate the area, bring it up to date to start serving the youth in general. So it's pretty exciting, and we're excited to get to work.
August states the renovation took less than 2 months, but there is still minor improvements to be made. Currently, the facility is fully air-conditioned with a spacious receiving area, kitchen, and extra rooms. Outside stands a pala and a newly renovated basketball court, made possible by community leaders Keith Atta and Eric Esteves.
Thanks to our community leaders, Eric Estevez and Keith Adda, who took the initiative to actually take care of the basketball court. They power washed the basketball courts. They set up new lights for the kids. I know when it was shut down, a lot of kids were requesting to have it back up. So we heard their call and we acted on it ASAP.
The CK Manhoban Center will be open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., with upcoming opportunities and programs for the kids.
We try to match every center. We want to go to an equal distribution. So we're thinking about shooting out sports, different types of sports. We're looking at shooting out community programs where children will be able to interact with their families, their parents. But at the same time, we are looking at shooting out a lot of educational programs, such as after-school programs, tutoring kids, getting them ready for future careers, looking into different types of training, such as we just recently wrapped up our employment, where we were able to certify kids with CPR, cybersecurity, all these different things. So as far as programs and trainings upcoming, we have quite a few.
Governor Ralph Torres pledged to deliver sports equipment to the center, such as basketballs, baseballs, soccer balls, and much more.
This is the reason why we do what we do, is to make sure that our kids have a place that they can enjoy with each other, a memory of a lifetime. I know growing up in Cobra, I have my own memory. We have OVR director here, Arlene. We have a memory, each and every one of us have our own memories. We are here to make sure that they have their own memory that they can one day be proud, the experiences. And we're here just to make sure we give them those resources.
All right, coming up, students celebrate Halloween. Stay tuned.
Need a new phone? Trade in now and get up to $500 off our best 5G devices. Trade in your older phone in any condition and step up to better savings and speeds only our 5G network can provide. Check out our website and catch up on the best mobile experience. Trade in now. Docomo Pacific, better together.
Helping local people, farmers, fishermen. This is what I need. This is what I care for. So if we can find a reason, a way, let's make it happen. We have a family here from Rhoda, Green Gold. And I've known this family for a long time. And they've always talked so much pride about going to the farm, spending time with the girls, spending time with their dad. And it brought me back growing up, being a farmer and a rancher and a fisherman. But the opportunity when I went to their farm to see a family together doing things that they love, the passion. All we're doing here with Boost program is to give you that opportunity, that little help for something for you, for your family to make your life better. At the same time, giving an opportunity for others, providing better services, provide better produce, and that's for all of us here in the Marianas. So guys, I'm Zotoro Tato Marianas.
Brought to you by the Office of the Governor.
Tell you what, a woman is more knowledgeable about what's happening, and so now is the time to put her in. I think Tina and Staffler will do a good thing.
Yes.
I think it's about time we change. Not only that, but I think a woman it's time for a woman to be the head of the government.
I agree.
This message is approved and paid for by the committee to elect Christina Sablan and Layla Staffler.
At one of Saipan's beaches, this mother lays about 100 eggs under the cover of darkness. She hides her nest as best she can and then slowly makes her way back to the ocean. The eggs hatch and the babies head for the sea, where they will face a daily dose of danger. Just 1 in 1,000 will make it to adulthood. Those that do will one day lay their own eggs. Sea turtles are protected under CNMI law. If you see one that is stranded or if you see illegal activity, call the hotline at 287-8537.
My name is Ramon M. De La Cruz, and I run a DC Corral. DC Corral is a fairly new company. I used to own several smaller companies that deals with ranching and fishing and consulting, business consulting and consulting for the government. I've never seen a governor who is more attentive, more dedicated, more committed to building out the Northern Marianas citizens' life than Governor Torres, and I give him 100%. So hopefully in the future, I will hand it down to my kids and carry on the tradition. My great-great-grandfather has been a rancher all his life, my father, and then we carry, this thing is in our blood. So, you know, we wear cowboy hat, not only for decoration, but we're real cowboys. We raise cattle, we dream cattle, we do cattle every day. So, you know, this is our lifestyle.
Brought to you by the Office of the Governor.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. Marianas High School celebrates Halloween with Oktoberfest. Here's Milan Goodwin with more.
This morning, Marianas High School held its annual Oktoberfest. This is the first Oktoberfest MHS has had in 3 years due to COVID restrictions, and students showed up with costumes and more school spirit than ever. Clubs from cheer to feminist prepared performances and fundraised. Despite the sweltering heat, students persisted and supported each other to make a satisfactory Oktoberfest.
I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew. I wish I knew you wanted me.
Milan Goodwin, Channel 2.
The American Memorial Park remembers and honors Chamorros and Carolinians who lost their lives during the World War.
The Marianas Memorial was lit up in honor of Chamorro and Carolinian civilians who were killed in World War II. Park Ranger Brooke Nevitz says this is an annual event at the American Memorial Park.
The Marianas Memorial is one of 3 memorials that we have in our park, and it's a day to remember and honor the indigenous Chamorros and Carolinians who died in the Marianas during World War II.
This year, park rangers partnered up with the Indigenous Affairs and Carolinian Affairs Office, offering beading and weaving station for community members. Jermaine DeLon Guerrero and Jomanda Magnolia says keeping the traditions alive are also a way to honor our indigenous people.
I think it is very important to know our ancestral ways, especially as being an indigenous myself, because I don't want to be forgotten if I pass it down to my children and their generation. So just simple practicing of what this is actually called and how we use it and identifying why we used it. It's a great form of communication. It's our story.
Promote our culture and language because, nowadays we notice that we're losing our culture and language, especially the language of Chamorro. So, that's why we go out there and as much as we can to outreach to the community and especially to our young children to teach them our culture and language.
The event is open to the public and will go on until November 3 at the AMP Visitor Center. You can also check out the Marianas Memorial, see the names of those we lost, and take time to reflect on what this event means.
All right, don't go anywhere because we have sports up next.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month. Plus, a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
Helping local people, farmers, fishermen. This is what I need. This is what I care for. So if we can find a reason, a way, let's make it happen. We have a family here from Rhoda, Green Gold. And I've known this family for a long time. And they've always talked so much pride about going to the farm, spending time with the girls, spending time with your dad. And it brought me back growing up, being a farmer and a rancher and a fisherman. But the opportunity when I went to their farm to see a family together doing things that they love, the passion. All we're doing here with Boost program is to give you that opportunity, that little help for something for you, for your family to make your life better. At the same time, giving an opportunity for others, providing better services, provide better produce, and that's for all of us here in the Marianas. So guys, I'm Toto Marianas.
Brought to you by the Office of the Governor.
When our political forefathers and foremothers laid the foundation for the Commonwealth, they dreamed of greater opportunities for our people.
They dreamed of new opportunities to make a life in these beautiful islands. If we are to be the islands of hope and opportunity that our forefathers dreamed of, we need to be courageous enough to dream again.
We humbly ask for your vote. Let's make our collective dreams a reality in the Sablan Staffler administration.
This message is approved and paid for by the committee to elect Christina Sablan and Layla Staffler.
Opioids are commonly prescribed drugs. They can help ease short-term pain after surgery, an accident, or illness. Common brand names include Vicodin, Demerol, OxyContin, and Percocet. Opioids can be very addictive, and they can actually change how your brain works. Opioid misuse can lead to death. If you are prescribed an opioid medication, talk to your doctor. Always take exactly as directed, never take higher doses, keep your medication secure, and safely dispose of unused or expired medication. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
This project was supported by a grant from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation. Contents are solely the responsibility of CHCC and do not necessarily represent the official views of the CDC or the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
My name is Ramon M. De La Cruz, and I run a DC Corral. DC Corral is a fairly new company. I used to own several smaller companies that deals with ranching and fishing and consulting, business consulting and consulting for the government. I've never seen a governor who is more attentive, more dedicated, more committed to building out the Northern Marianas citizens' life than Governor Torres, and I give him 100%. So hopefully in the future, I will hand it down to my kids and carry on the tradition. My great-great-grandfather has been a rancher all his life, my father, and then we carry, this thing is in our blood. So, you know, we wear a cowboy hat, not only for decoration, but we're real cowboys. We raise cattle, we dream cattle, we do cattle every day. So, you know, this is our lifestyle.
Brought to you by the Office of the Governor.
Tonight's sports brought to you in part by Tan Holdings through the Tan Su Lin Foundation, making communities a better place to live.
Buenas sports fans.
And for your KSPN Sports Report, 2 of Saipan's top runners represented the island in the Guam Athletics Championship.
Guam was the host country of the 2022 Oceania Athletics Cross Country Championships that was held on Saturday morning at the George Washington High School in Manilao. Edward de la Cruz of the Northern Marianas Athletics headed the CNMI delegation with 2 of our top runners, Sildre Viloria and Denise Myers. Both Viloria and Myers performed very well during the competition.
Sildre, keep it up, keep it up. Good pace, good pace.
In the women's championships, Ongan Awa of Papua New Guinea bagged the gold medal. Second place winner is our very own Denise Myers.
I'm pretty excited. I wasn't sure how it was gonna go. I was excited to come and run my best and got to run with some fast people.
Ayuri Sugahara of Guam finished third. In the men's race, Guam runners dominated this division. They are Ryan Matienzo first place, Arthur Toves second place, and third place is Derek Mandel.
41 seconds, Ryan Matienzo.
Guam Track and Field Federation Public Relations Officer Desmond Mandel is very pleased and excited.
So, it was our first time putting on an event like this. So I think, we were really excited with the turnout. I think, we worked through some of the hiccups that they may have faced. So pretty excited about the way it turned out.
Mandel and his team are looking forward for the 4th Oceania Cup next year, which will be held here on Saipan.
Anytime that we're able to get together with our neighbors, especially Micronesia and Melanesia, Polynesia, all of them, it's great to be in one area, and it's great to compete with the best in the region. So now we're definitely excited, and we're excited that all these international meets and events are starting to come back. Because there was a couple years there where we didn't have much, so now we're very excited, and hopefully an event like this becomes just a yearly thing, an annual thing, and we can have more athletes from off island come in for this event as well.
Meanwhile, Myers and Viloria were both happy and honored to be a part of this event.
How does it feel competing in your first off-island race?
Amazing. I love it here. I love the course. I really do. I PR'd today. Great feeling. My goal was to place top 10, and I just did that and had fun. Meet new people.
I want to thank NMA for believing in us and having us out here to represent the NMI. I want to thank Oceania Athletics for sending us out here and our slot here at the meet. I want to thank Guam Track and Field for inviting us and for hosting the great meet that they put on. And we also want to thank Run Guam for their hospitality for us over the last few days.
The Tan Su Lin Foundation promotes the culture of giving back. The foundation and its generous partners are committed to supporting programs that include health, education, and sports. Initiatives that promote arts and culture, the environment, and tourism will benefit our community and our residents. Giving back and making a difference will help ensure that the island paradise we call home will be a better place to live.
My name is Ramon M. de la Cruz, and I run a DC Corral. DC Corral is a fairly new company. I used to own several smaller companies that deals with ranching and fishing and consulting, business consulting and consulting for the government. I've never seen a governor who is more attentive, more dedicated, more committed to building up the Northern Marianas citizens' life than Governor Torres, and I give him 100%. So hopefully in the future, I will hand it down to my kids, and carry on the tradition. My great-great-grandfather has been a rancher all his life, my father, and then we carry, this thing is in our blood. So, you know, we wear cowboy hat, not only for decoration, but we're real cowboys, we raise cattle, we dream cattle, we do cattle every day. So, you know, this is our lifestyle.
Brought to you by the Office of the Governor.
And for your KSPN weather report, partly sunny with scattered showers, east-northeast wind around 11 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy with scattered showers, east wind 5 to 11 miles per hour, high 87, low 77. The humidity, 77%. Tomorrow, partly sunny with scattered showers, east wind 3 to 7 miles per hour, high 87, low 77. The marine forecast, combined seas of 4 to 5 feet will diminish to 3 to 5 feet by Tuesday and persisting through the end of the week. Northeast wind 10 to 15 knots, wind waves 2 feet or less, northeast swell 4 to 5 feet, and north 3 feet. The sunrise will be at 6:12 a.m., high tide at 10:50 p.m., low tide 6:57 p.m., and the sunset 5:48 p.m. And that wraps up your Monday and Halloween edition of the news, sports, and weather here in the Marianas. We thank you so much for watching the Channel 2 News. We hope you have a great night, and we'll see you back here on Wednesday.